Hey everybody, it's Brock, and today's video is sponsored by Dream Team Forever. Make sure to check out our website as we just released the first ever All About tees that feature 30 fish and inverts from the series. Click the link in the description to get some for you and your family. Hey everybody, it's Brock and we got a brand new episode of All About. It's been a busy weekend, so I wanted to get one out for y'all this week. Today we got a brand new episode all about the decorated rabbitfish, or as other people like to call them, the masked rabbitfish. Haven't done a rabbitfish in a while, so I definitely want to bring one to the table because they do really well in all kinds of different tanks. Jumping right into it, prices on them, so it kind of varies online. I was seeing a whole bunch of different prices. In store, we were selling them for about $60 for a juvenile, but as looking online, it looked like the prices jumped up if you wanted a larger one, some being $100 to $150 just to get one. So around $60 to get a juvenile, and as they are larger and you get one that, are like 5 inches and 8 inches and up, you're going to start spending more money to get that larger rabbitfish. Tank size, I would recommend 120 gallon by the end of it. They do need that 6 feet long tank to give them plenty of swimming room to go back and forth. As they do get adjusted to the tank, they are a very active swimmer, plus they get big. Care level, I would say moderate, and it's mainly because you want to put them in a peaceful tank and you want to give them a good diet. If you can hit on those two things, he'll be a very happy fish in the tank. Temper, they are peaceful, almost too peaceful at times. They are shy. They can get scared very easily, which sometimes can make it hard to take care of them in the tank, because if they do get too scared, they'll slowly start to not come out and eat. So as long as you take your time with them and you're patient and you just do everything right, he'll start to get more used to the tank. But they are a very peaceful fish, so they do great with everybody. You just don't want anyone bullying him. Reef safe, yes, he is a really good reef fish to have in the tank. I have seen times though where he has picked at corals, so it kind of falls in that with caution stage. But on rare occurrences of a just very hungry rabbitfish that wasn't being fed properly, they have gone and chewed on LPS coral and other soft corals. As long as you keep them very full, they do really well in the tank and they won't be messing with any of your corals. Salinity, keep it 1.020 to 1.025, DKH 8 to 12, pH 8.1 to 8.4, and your temperature 72 to 78. Keep all those in check. He'll be a really happy fish in the tank. Max size, they can get up to 12 inches, so you're dealing with a fish that could eventually get a foot long. Rabbitfish always tend to get really big, and pretty quickly too. Within 2 or 3 years, you already have a fish that's like 8 inches long. So expect them to grow quickly. And also expect to upgrade your tank. If you have a juvenile and you have him in a smaller tank, you'll definitely want to upgrade that later on whenever he gets bigger. Color, so this is a big reason why people want to get these instead of just your usual rabbitfish that you see. They have a white silky body with yellow stripes running down him. It looks like lightning just struck on the side of him. It's very pretty. And he has this brown mask that goes over his face where you can see where his name comes from. So it's a really unique looking fish. And of course that yellow color is a great one to have in the tank. It'll really stand out. Diet, so they are an omnivore in the tank. Algae is one of their main things to go after. They're going to be eating algae every single day off the rocks. You also want to be feeding him algae as well because they eat it non-stop. I'm telling you, they will eat it all day long. Now on top of that, whenever you do feed your other fish meaty food, he will definitely come up there and eat it as well. But in order for this fish to stay healthy and have really nice colors, you definitely want to make sure you're feeding them algae on the daily. Sea veggies, little dry seaweed, you can cut up into little squares and put it on a clip, give it little slits in between it, and he can go up there and nibble on that all throughout the day, and you'll end up with a very healthy rabbitfish. Another really great thing is they're great for controlling hair algae. I've seen tanks that were just exploded in algae that was just could not come back for it. And putting a rabbitfish in there that was just hungry and just wanted some of that natural food, some of that natural algae that was growing in the tank, and they cleaned it up within a month. So you definitely want to have him in there if you do have problems with that, or if you just want to keep it under control. Origin, they do come from Australia, so he does come from way out there, which a lot of places I was looking at online, they had him out of stock, so he definitely is one that can be hard to get at times. Compatibility, just ask. It does not need to be with other species of rabbitfish. Don't mix it with other types. You can, however, put it with a mated pair, so you can have pairs in the tank of the same kind, so you can have 2 masked rabbitfish, but you can't mix different species of them. They'll just see that as a chance to fight over territory and just bully each other, so you definitely don't want to run into that. Another key note, they are venomous. The top spines of them can inject venom into you if they were to stab another fish or you. They will flare these out whenever they're scared or if they think they're about to get attacked. So always be careful whenever you're in the tank. Just figure out where he is before you stick your hand down in the tank and you'll be fine. There's never points that he actually charges you. Normally they'll swim up in a rock and just hide the whole time you're actually cleaning your tank. A great thing about rabbitfish is they can be housed with very peaceful fish or even predatory fish because other fish will normally recognize them as venomous. So a lot of times people will put these fish in predator tanks with triggers and puffers and eels because they get really big and they look really pretty in those kinds of tanks and they just do really well together. And on the total flip side, you can put them in a reef tank with just chromies and gobies and little clownfish and they do just fine in there as well because they are just really peaceful. Other than that, that pretty much hits on everything we need to know about the rabbitfish. They're a great fish to have. Good one for beginners that have a really big tank and they want a fish that's going to get really big. I would definitely look into some rabbitfish. There's a bunch of different kinds out there. There's spotteds, there's the normal ones, and you got this masked rabbitfish here. You definitely want to have one in your tank because they can help keep that algae down and they do really well with any kind of fish you put together with them. If y'all do have any other questions, please leave them down below or reach out to me on social media and we can chat it up. If you don't mind, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out our website. We just released those All About t-shirts and they've been flying off the racks. I thank y'all for getting some. I really appreciate it and I can't wait to see y'all in them. Hope y'all have a wonderful week this week and I will talk to y'all later.